hopefully this all actually functions correctly today, because today is kind of like a big day, I guess. I swear I sound different all the time. I got this sounding kind of interesting a little bit earlier on. Now it sounds completely different to what I was expecting. God, my cough is still not gone. Anyway, yeah, so today we actually are covering Bleach the 1000-Year Blood War arc, which is, I guess, by all accounts, something that I wasn't really expecting. Let's be real, because Bleach ended, good God, a while ago. Like, the anime, I mean. It ended a while ago, and by all accounts, I was like, you know what? Okay, it had an anime ending that kind of, in theory, just say, oh, he could come back at some point. Don't worry. But I wasn't expecting it to come back, and out of nowhere, they're like, by the way, Bleach is coming back. I was like, what? And it's one of those things because Bleach is like, by all accounts, it's a part of my childhood, because it's the series I first kept up with, besides Naruto as well, and also Fullmetal Alchemist and a few others here and there. But it was kind of like the big one for me. I like this one the most. Kind of depressing how it all kind of turned out, but hey ho, what can you do? Most mangas do end kind of terribly, so it's very rare when you get that kind of one that ends on the good note. But unless you're Golden Kamui or JoJo Part 7, 6, and a few others as well. Anyway, yeah, it's one of those things. And I also then heard apparently Kubo's like more involved with this project than just, by the way, I made Bleach, and kind of called it a day. So that kind of got me thinking, will they actually fix the last arc? Because the last arc's kind of one of those things that is, by all accounts, kind of a bit rushed in the manga form. So it'd be interesting to see if, by all accounts, they do fix it and actually give us the ending that we all kind of deserve in a way, because we've been on the show for like, I think 15 years, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, and also subsequently, I think the production itself has changed. Like, not the studio, because Studio Period's still making it, but the production behind it has changed. It's got a very Akudama Drive feel to it now, because it's got the same director, but it really does, if you look at it, look exactly the same as Akudama Drive, which is actually kind of cool, because again, Bleach is one of those series that does pop with colours, so to actually see it kind of have said colour, it's kind of cool. So anyway, it's actually put on Twitter, actually gone live. It's kind of surreal to say that Bleach is actually kind of back, because it's one of those things that, again, did you really ever think it would come back? So, watching Bleach. One of those things, just it's a series that is near and dear, but you didn't think it'd ever come back. You'd be like, hey, it is what it is, as they say. But no, like, bro, here's that fucking Bleach. You're like, okay, alright. So anyway, let's start this thing in 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, and a 1. Should probably mention it's actually after the all intros. About 7 of them. And also going to preface this stream by saying I could barely remember half of Bleach. I remember Aizen, the entire Aizen section, and then Ukiura, I can't pronounce his name correctly. Him as well, Grimjow. The cool bits, basically. Even though I kind of feel like Bleach might have some of the more cooler ones, like, consecutively. Oh god, they do. It actually is popping with colour, to be honest. It's like a Nicholas Winding Refn film in here. Oh shit. But it'd be interesting. It's interesting to see how Bleach has actually just kind of like just come back, because he had the one shot last year, I think, which is like one of those. Oh shit! I know what you're doing there. because the series opened originally with the butterfly and the moon. That's cool. I like that. It's kind of cool that it's sort of things like that that call back to the start of the series, because I know like if you even in like the openings they did in theory kind of like allude to an ending as well. Especially opening 13, if you watch opening 13, well, I mean if you watch the series you have, but you know what I mean. But it's nice that they kind of allude to it, like the how it all started. It kind of gives it the idea of like the new beginning in a way. Even the idea of like someone who's quite not novice, is that the correct way of pronouncing it? Someone who's quite novice at being at this whole entire thing's also starting the entire series as well. Again, stuff like that. It's nice in a way. I can't actually say long words. My throat around it starts coughing in the middle of them. I feel like anyone that says that kind of is immediately gonna get hit by a hollow somewhere. Boom, there you go. I do also like the lighting as well. The lighting's kind of cool. I mean, I did allude to the idea it's when a reference film because of the use of red and stuff like that. But it's kind of cool. It it highlights important features about the characters as well. It draws your eyes immediately to them rather than what's around them as well. Oh, no. Oh god. That's like every single time someone says it, like I've got to save the person, it's like boom, no. Immediately. One could probably it's gonna say I was like, oh, what if he comes out of nowhere? Or if someone comes out of nowhere, I should say. I don't know who that is. I don't know who that is, alright? I know who it is, you know what I mean. Why the fuck am I crying? Oh fuck, I'm crying. Oh, that was. I don't know. It's hearing the theme and then seeing Ichigo and Company again. It's just like it's one of those things of being like, It's an old friend. I don't know, it just kind of feels good in a way. So I was thinking about it like a lot, and I think every single like big three or big manga that's actually kind of ended. I just miss this the most. I don't know why. I gotta miss him as well. Kind of like how the whole is in the background, like fuck. That's quite funny. I thought that was I thought that was pretty good. He's just saying like, am I next? God, Uri, I've missed you. Honestly, I thought being a Soul Reaper like way back when I was a kid was like the coolest thing ever. Oh fuck. Oh man. Oh, Bleach is back, baby. I don't know why. It's one of those things that I have no idea why. It just made me cry. I was like, holy shit. It's just like it's constant. It's not even funny. It's the problem. It's constant, like him kind of going substitute Soul Reaper as well. I'm just like, fuck, straight nostalgia. Oh fuck. The question is, we get the famous bread meme from Rahima as well. It is kind of neat how the series basically has just like started how it began as well. Like the idea of like the novice excuse me, the novice kind of being thrown into this whole entire like world in a way, and actually subsequently almost dying as well. It's one of those things that kind of goes a long way to kind of remind you of how the show really began. It's really kind of like a retread as much as like kind of like a nice reminder in a way. And also then subsequently Ichigo doing his like fucking, you know, his move. And Shanbunkai, it's one of those things that goes along to actually tell you that how far they've come since where it all began. It's one of those things, it's kind of nice. It's subtle things. It's subtle things. He's just dude peered like, you know what? As someone just called out to actually find out what my name is, I must appear. Also, we did get the Orihime meme. I love that. Yeah, we will be like Orihime in a way, just like completely cheerful while boulder count shit's gonna hit the fan quite quickly. So it's an insult, bro. So that's like 2 arcs ago. I think it's been 2 arcs since your Anchor arc, if I remember correctly. A bit longer, actually. It's interesting to hear his voice, considering I heard him 2 days ago in Pop Epic as well. I actually forgot he's also in Bleach, wasn't he, as well? It's kind of awesome how utilizing light as well, and also subsequently shadows and everything like that. It does kind of, it gives it a bit more of a kind of pizzazz in a way. I will say what I done really well is it does feel like this gap between Bleach and Bleach, essentially. Holy shit! 1,000-year blood war. Well, hey. I think I was saying what's kind of cool is that even though there is a gap between Bleach and Bleach, the reintroduction doesn't really kind of feel like a false reintroduction. It feels genuine, like it feels nice, and also then subsequently it sets up the entire mystery for what's actually to come, because everyone's fucking dying. Holy shit! That's kind of like how he's like, you could try. Not too sure or not you'll get very far. But you could try. Very Joseph Joestar review. So if we stayed here right now, right this second, that'd probably end the whole entire series. Let's be real. So we'll be in mystery for the rest of the entire time until we're very needed. Like, sir, I'm fucking bleeding here. You did the face. When people go crazy in anime, they always do that. They always do that. They always do that face. Interesting to note that essentially the reintroduction of like the Bankai being this kind of like holy shit moment in the start, and actually then have it immediately stripped away. It's kind of interesting in a way, because it, in a way, it's kind of like, wait a minute, I have a second form, bro. Should probably mention that. So I wasn't preemptive of his second form. I guess those questions will be for later. But yeah, to actually have the idea of them sealing away Bankais is something kind of interesting, because it then creates immediate sense of danger. Something that I guess a series like this really also kind of needs. Don't get me wrong, I mean, characters can die left, right, and center in Bleach. It's not as if danger has always been not in abundance. It's always been danger in Bleach, but at the same time, the concept of losing something that's very important to winning is kind of interesting. I like the idea if they actually were to go through with that. Dude just lost his arm. There he is. Man. And Bleach is back. Well, there we go. Bleach is back. Bleach is actually back. So yeah, I mean, again, what this episode did perfectly was reintroduce a sense of danger that, again, it's kind of very needed. I also like that the ending has scenes from the previous series as well, like really important sections of the entire plot. Like the idea of the mask, the idea of the horns, and everything like that as well. It's kind of it's cool. Stuff like that. It doesn't really feel cheap in the way, because Bleach has that kind of like feeling towards it that you kind of like, oh my god, the Star Wars in a way. Like, the same thing would apply with, say, if like Naruto did the same thing. Naruto did it last week actually, so there you go. But it feels nice actually kind of be reminded of those events, because it's a massive part of you in a way. But I like that this series basically, in a way, just reintroduced everyone, but also giving the sense of danger that was needed as well. Immediately, not even in episode 5 or 6. I mean, episode 1, we kind of get the idea of the threat, the idea of what could happen to your Bankai as well, and everything like that. It's stuff that goes a long way. It doesn't feel like it's wasting time. It wants to get into the meat and potatoes of the entirety of Bleach, but at the same time, it wants to remind you of the good old days. At the same time, I kind of like that. It's a nice balance in a way. And I also kind of wonder what they will do with Bleach, especially towards like the later section of the whole entire arc, because it does get a little bit messy as well, in a way. I don't want to always kind of feel like, okay, I'm dreading it, essentially. So I always kind of go in open-minded, might be able to do something with it. Interesting to see what they will do with it in a way. Because thus far, I don't really kind of fear it in a way, because the production itself is stellar. I mean, don't get me wrong, probably someone could in theory poke holes to CG. I don't care about CG. Unless it's glaringly terrible that it kind of takes you out of the experience completely. I've never once really given a shit about CG. Same thing with like animation as well, even though it's primarily animation medium, but you know what I mean. If the story is good and it keeps me going, my best boy, I don't really have a mind about the actual animation. So I do like that the production itself is still stellar. Like it's an amazing production. Like the use of color, the use of lighting, everything like that is something that is just really fucking cool in a way. And I can't wait to see what else they do, because there'll be places in this arc that they could do so much with it. And because of it, it makes me excited as well. That's the thing. It's exciting to see this because the production itself isn't half-assed. It's not like they're kind of turning out for like profit or anything like that. Well, clearly everyone is, but you know what I mean. It's there's clearly some thought and love put into the production behind it, which goes a long way to kind of make you care in a way. Because out of 10 times you kind of give up after a while if everything else around is falling apart. Yet to be seen what will happen later on, but currently, it's just really nice. It's really cool. I like it. And also, subsequently, just hearing Bunkai and everything like that makes you kind of cry, because it's nostalgic in a way, isn't it? Heck, this is the one I actually completely grew up with, really. Besides this in Naruto as well, and also, I guess, the opening sections of One Piece, but this was one I really kept up with. Kept a little in the middle, but kept up with it afterwards. Just for kind of cool to see just all kind of come back though. So yeah, that was episode 1. Well, I guess it's 367 in the continuity, because it would be 367. I think 366 was the last episode. I'm still baffled it's on Disney Plus, of all places. I still can't get past that whole entire idea. Like, if you told me that Disney would be airing One Piece, Bleach, I would call you a madman. But no, it's here. I'm currently watching it on Disney, so there you go. Praise be, I actually was not expecting Disney to actually release it, because Disney's kind of shit when it comes to these kind of things, but I guess they actually had to pay massive to actually get it simulcasted. So yeah, as saying during the stream, I'm going to keep this one short because, in a way, the actual ending was quite long, so I kind of got most of my thoughts in here. What it did well was it reintroduced everyone perfectly, and then subsequently as well introduced the threat immediately, but in a way it doesn't really kind of feel like it just went, oh shit, we've got to bring in someone who's kind of scary in a way. No, it establishes the threat level immediately, because originally the Soul Society was meant to be feared if we went back to Arc 2. Like, you meant to fear the Soul Society because they're fucking strong, and actually have someone who then could rival, well, I mean, technically there was already someone who could rival the Soul Society originally, but you know what I mean. Have someone who actually can literally rival the Soul Society completely at this point in time is very interesting, especially towards the end, where it kind of seemed like the big bad of the entire series, technically speaking, was kind of like eradicated in a way, which is kind of taken out. It's kind of felt a little bit more at ease in a way. So it actually kind of then see it then progress to a point of like, by the way, anyone can fucking die even more so than usual. It's kind of cool. It goes a long way to actually just create a sense of fear all the time. You're always on your toes. Like, Orihime being kind of like happy-go-lucky is us in a way, but at the same time, we're like, fuck me, anyone could die. And it's kind of scary. I like it. I like stuff like this because it does make me want to watch more. It makes me want to care more. It makes me want to see more of Bleach. Okay, cool. I think Alexa just kicked in at some point as well in my sentence. But yeah, I mean, hopefully I'll be here every single Monday to watch Bleach. I have no idea because, again, it's one of those things that is very detrimental towards the idea of Disney Plus more than anything. So if I can watch every single week, I'll be here to watch it because I do want to see how they do, in theory, like, do this arc in a way. It'd be nice to see it just flourish in a way because I want to see Kubo get the ending he wanted in a way. Because, don't get me wrong, I've read that the ending he got was what he wanted. But at the same time, there's more that could be done here to actually then make it better. To actually give us what we wanted this whole entire time, especially people who read the manga. So yeah, that's me done for today. I'm happy this is actually back. It's nice. I can't wait to see what else they do with this series. Production itself is absolutely nice. So for that, have indeed been a driver. So as always, you actually have enjoyed the stream, and as always, do leave a like, it does help quite a bit. Leave a sub as well, it does help quite a bit also. If you have then enjoyed the entire stream, follow me on Twitter. We will see when these streams are live, and any other streams I may do. And as well, follow me on Twitch. We will see these streams live as well. So until next episode 2 of Bleach, a 1,000 Year Blood War arc, I guess. Till then, see you guys later. Bye for now.